All right, guys. So Cale Gundy, adds a wide receiver to already a crowded room, a very good room at Oklahoma. It's going to be a very competitive, wide receiver room for the next several years. And in an aerial raid offense, you need a real burner. And this guy at 5'11", I mean, you start to look at the guys that are drafted into the NFL, whoever it's Olave. You look at guys like Jalen Waddle, obviously, who's 5'11" as well, Henry Ruggs. So you start looking at wide receivers in the league, and you want versatile guys that can take the top off of a defense, and that's exactly what this kid Pettaway can do from Houston, Texas. So his name, he's Pettaway. I know that there was guys that played football and basketball, so I think like maybe he has relatives from Texas too. I remember like Terrion Pettaway was a guy at like Nebraska, so I'm not sure if like they're related, but I'm sure that he comes from a very athletic family. And that Pettaway name in Houston or in Texas is pretty famous last name. So you look here at Pettaway, and I mean, I love how, he's able to get to the top of the route and how he's able to cross the guy's face and finish there. So I love his lateral speed and agility. And that's exactly what you just saw on that route right there. So we get a lot of overhang views. Let's see. Takes the screen pass here, and then his cutting ability. Like this is really elite. This is, cutting to his left here. You see this with Smothers the back as well, and you're just creating an offense that is just really scary, really explosive. Here's a trick play that they run on a fourth down. He goes up and aggressively attacks the ball. A lot of times the ball is thrown. There's lobs that are thrown, and he knows how to track it, keep the defender on his back. And then in special teams, he is going to be vying for that punt return position for Oklahoma, maybe as a sophomore, junior. And then, watch this throw and catch again. Like I said, this ball is underthrown, but he keeps the defender on his back, and he's able to still finish the play and track it very accurately. I think he even gets a call there as well. So let's see here as the ball is snapped. He has really good acceleration. I mean, both of these receivers, this is an explosive offense. This guy is also very quick. And this safety here in the middle of the field just, loses Pettaway completely. So it's a broken coverage, and he houses that ball. Here over the top, this is good defensive coverage. They should be able to get to this ball. It is an accurate throw, but, a nice contested catch by Pettaway. And you're getting a guy, you immediately know what he can do on a field, which is he can absolutely hit home runs, okay? He's a home run hitter as a wide receiver, all right? And that's very special for Oklahoma football because you do want to keep the identity of, tremendous wide receivers coming out of Oklahoma. So you do want to keep that identity. Like him, he plays on both sides of the football. You could see how quick he really is. You could see the footwork and agility. And then all you have to do, you could definitely, I love how you could hit how you could hit screen plays, in between route, finds the hole in the coverage, finishes the play. This ball looks like it's thrown on a line, so you got to go chase it. So he's a really explosive player, and he's going to be fun for like a guy like Jackson Arnold, who emerges as a quarterback in the next couple of years with. He is certainly going to be a favorite target, I believe, of Jackson Arnold in this offense. And so you'll see him still play in the middle of the field as well. So for a speedster, he's not afraid to go across the middle and make plays for you. And that's exactly, what you want to see. All right, so this is a guy that you can immediately see being an explosive player at this level, and Oklahoma gets him, and I think it's a very exciting pick. Player that is going to be coming to Oklahoma. He has the lateral agility that you really look for. He's even going to learn some comebacks, and defenses are going to be afraid. They're going to have to go too high against Oklahoma. So I love the explosive offense that Jeff Lebby is building here at Oklahoma, and Brent Venables is really giving him the freedom to really build off this air raid offense. So it's going to be different than Lane Kiffin's offense, Charlie Weiss Jr. This is going to be, quicker. It's going to be all tempo based. And at Clemson, I mean, they went kind of fast, with the Virginia coach there. They went pretty quickly. Under Scott and the Virginia coach, I know they just hired. But they were also kind of a little pro style, Trevor Lawrence would go play action pass, Deshaun Watson. Brent Venables is really giving Lebby and Cale Gundy. I mean, you get Gundy, you have a real great coaching staff on offense. So I really love that they got this recruit out of Houston, Texas. I think that it's a great get for Oklahoma. And I really think he's going to be an explosive component to the wide receiver room at Oklahoma.